April 5th, 2021. In a meeting room with a heavy atmosphere, the faces are serious. The leaders of LG Electronics have just approved an irrevocable decision to end LG's smartphone division. After more than 20 years in the market, a new tech giant throws in the towel. A company that has indeed revolutionized the mobile industry, even outpacing Apple in some technological aspects, and introduced innovations that are now found on almost all smartphones. But despite all this, LG has failed, and the news comes as a thunderbolt. But how did we get here? What poor strategic choice condemned LG to disappear in the face of Samsung, Apple, and the rise of Chinese brands? And above all, why did LG think that a phone with a pivoting screen could be the solution to save its business? Hi, Entrepreneur Mindset. Hope you're well. Following your numerous requests, we are finally going to dive together into the meteoric rise and inevitable fall of LG in the world of smartphones. Sit back, let's get started. To fully understand the shock of LG Mobile's shutdown, let's go back to the mid-2000s. LG was gaining recognition for stylish phones like the LG Chocolate at the time. Do you remember that slider that was a real banger, like Legends? And above all, a model that will make a lasting impression, the LG Prada. I was fortunate to have it, and I admit that I really showed off when I brought it out in front of my friends in 2007. This phone, which was made in collaboration with the Italian luxury brand, is none other than the first capacitive touchscreen mobile in the world. Unlike so-called resistive screens, which require pressure, the screens respond to human touch, providing a much smoother and more intuitive experience. And yes, LG beat Apple in this field. The iPhone captured all the attention when it came out the same year, but LG was a pioneer, alongside Apple, in the advent of touchscreens. This focus on innovation and design will propel LG to the forefront. In 2008, the Korean company enters the top 3 global mobile phone manufacturers, joining giants Nokia and Samsung. LG enters the Android era ambitiously. The Optimum series, launched in 2010, will enter the modern smartphone market. LG quickly proved its technological lead. In 2011, they launched the Optimus 3500, the first phone with a 3500 screen that did not require glasses. In that same year, the Optimus 210 was the first smartphone equipped with a dual-core processor, revolutionizing the industry. LG has never been afraid to try new things, even if it was risky. In 2012, Google selected LG to produce the Nexus 4, a phone praised for its affordable price and stock Android operating system. In subsequent years, the company launched significant models. The LG G2 in 2013 was very popular, with its original start button at the back and its screen that went to the edge. The LG G3, the successor, had one of the first very clear screens, much better than previous ones. The company also used its knowledge in screens to create innovative phones. In late 2013, LG released the G Flex, one of the first smartphones with a curved screen. You may remember this slightly curved phone, which could repair small scratches on its shell by itself. It was unprecedented. LG improved phone audio quality with high-end systems for music lovers and added a wide-angle camera lens, similar to the Sony Ericsson model discussed in a recent video. In fact, LG was one of the first to put an ultra-wide-angle lens in a consumer phone, a feature now found on almost all smartphones. You've got it in the second half of the years. LG is a bold pioneer with an excellent strategy to stand out and play elbows with tech giants Apple and Samsung. Sadly, this thriving time will end. Mistakes and fierce competition will darken the future of LG's mobile division, marking the beginning of its gradual decline. Being a pioneer is not enough to succeed. LG will make costly missteps, particularly as competition increases, despite its successes. In 2010, Samsung and Apple began establishing themselves as the must-have smartphones through strong marketing and robust ecosystems. LG struggles to establish a strong brand identity despite offering innovative phones, resulting in limited public recognition. How many people around you actually know the name of a recent LG model? While everyone is talking about iPhone or Galaxy, LG remains in the background in terms of brand image. The LG G5 in 2016 is a striking example of these mistakes. They tried to make a revolutionary phone where you could change parts, like adding a better battery or a more powerful camera. The idea was interesting but impractical. Changing parts required turning off the phone, and options were limited. The G5 was released alongside the highly popular Samsung Galaxy S7 and couldn't compete. LG promptly dropped the concept due to poor sales. This kind of phone is mainly for technology enthusiasts, but not for the general public who want a simple and reliable device. This failure has damaged LG's image. Meanwhile, other issues have diminished. LG frequently developed quality tech but lacked effective marketing strategies. Their high-end phone also had reliability issues like endless reboots. Android system updates arrived late, frustrating customers. LG appeared indecisive about their plans internally. The company's frequent phone name changes confused customers. Customers no longer really knew what an LG phone was, while everyone knows that a Galaxy is a high-end Samsung and an iPhone is an Apple product. Even my mother. So not only was the competition tough, but new Chinese brands like Huawei, Oppo, or Xiaomi. I hope I pronounced it correctly this time, as many of you have pointed out that we don't pronounce Xiaomi. LG, caught in the middle of brands offering feature-rich phones at low prices, experienced a decline in sales. In 2020, they were only selling 2% of the phones in the world, which is 23 million, while Samsung was selling over 250 million. The difference was huge. LG was losing money every quarter. Between 2015 and 2020, their phone division lost over $4.5 billion. The wind of success had turned, and LG could no longer right the ship, but they are going to have a surge of pride. Despite the storm, LG persists. The company tries a bar of honor by multiplying original ideas to rekindle the spark with the public. In 2019, the LG G8 Think introduces contactless gesture commands using a special sensor. Unfortunately, it's a gimmick feature that won't really convince. In 2020, LG completely revises its lineup by launching the LG Velvet, a curvy, refined smartphone designed to enhance brand image and appeal to the masses. Goodbye to complicated names, we bet on elegance and simplicity, as in the best times with the chocolate or the Prada. In 2020, LG also pursued a strategy of extreme differentiation. The brand is going to unveil one of the most surprising smartphone concepts we've seen, the LG Wing. You may have seen it online, a dual-screen phone with a main screen that pivots into a T-shape. The device provides a cutting-edge multitasking experience, such as watching a video in wide horizontal format while displaying controls or another app on the small second screen below. This rotating screen smartphone showcases the bold innovation of a manufacturer with nothing to lose, attempting to reinvent itself. Wow factor assured. Many praise the originality of the LG Wing, proof that innovation is still in LG's DNA. They still believe in it internally. In January 2020, the new chief executive officer of LG Electronics, Kwongbang Seok, sorry for the pronunciation, declares loud and clear that LG's mobile division will become profitable again by 2021. They promise what they call wow factors in the upcoming models, and LG even teases a smartphone with a rollable screen, the LG Rollable, at Consumer Electronics Show 2021. Hope keeps us going, they say. Alas, reality quickly catches up with the dream. Despite their ingenuity, these latest efforts arrived too late to rescue LG Mobile. The public, who are already taken by other brands, will not return en masse to LG. The Wing will remain a niche product, the Velvet is drowning in the very competitive mid-range, and the Reliable will never get past the prototype stage. Sales are insufficient to continue the venture. The near miss ultimately fails. In early April 2021, LG officially announced the closure of its smartphone division. It's the end of an era. LG becomes the first big name in smartphones to completely withdraw from the market. Yes, because brands like HTC, Nokia, Sony, and Motorola still exist, even if they remain anecdotal. For LG, it's a complete vanishing act. The choice is tough but necessary. The statement explains that this withdrawal will allow the company to stop the financial hemorrhage and refocus on more promising sectors. The production of phones gradually ceases until the summer 2021. LG assures it will continue supporting existing models for a time, not abandoning its final customers abruptly. In the media, the announcement is like a small bomb, even if, let's be honest, many expected it since rumors of the sale of the mobile branch had circulated. Thus ends the LG Mobile saga, not without a touch of sadness for the brand's aficionados. A press title sums up the general sentiment well. LG quits the mobile phone industry after years of struggle, leaving behind a legacy in the history of LG Mobile, a case study for entrepreneurs. A brand known for its many innovations, often leading the competition, but unable to transform its ideas into enduring market triumphs. The failure of LG, it's due to poor timing, ineffective marketing, risky strategies, and difficulty establishing a strong, consistent identity. The company's relentless pursuit of innovation sometimes compromised user experience and the simplicity consumers seek. While Samsung and Apple, with whom they shared the podium, were perfecting their products and asserting their dominance. And while Chinese brands were gaining ground, in the ultra-competitive smartphone market, LG struggled with overly ambitious concepts and poor execution. Ultimately, they couldn't adapt to the new rules. In a market requiring innovation and a strong business strategy, the brand ultimately lost momentum. But if LG Mobile failed, its legacy is very real. It was a pioneer in many technologies that are now standards in the industry. The borderless screens, the ultra-wide angles, the curved screens, the quality audio DACs, and many others. In your view, was this fall inevitable? And what was your favorite LG smartphone? One thing is certain, LG Mobile has marked its era like HTC, pioneer of Android and creator of legendary smartphones, as mentioned before. But who collapsed for surprising reasons, as shown in the video?